Brain, the most effective organ of our working machinery of body, which can make you a slave and which can also place you on the seat of a king. Now the question is how to drive your brain towards thinking in English, how to shut down the path towards translation. Because first, your brain is accustomed to translation. Second, the strong first language influence, it shackles your brain, it enchains your brain, and it stops you to think in English, which is the biggest hurdle, and which stop you from thinking in English. And thinking in English, my dear viewers, is mini speaking. How it is mini speaking? Because when you are thinking in English, you are in fact speaking without voice. You are speaking, you are structuring thoughts, you are formulating different kinds of ideas in English, but you are not producing sound from your mouth. All this activity of thinking in English is taking place here in brain. Now the question is that the first 16 years of your education, academic education, your school, your college, your university education, the second, your accommodation or your habitual nature towards translation, and the third process is strong language, first language influence, native language influence. These are the three barriers which stops and which engulfs like the blanket. And these influences do not allow your body part or do not allow your brain to think in English, which is the requirement for the fluent speech. Now, how can you do this? I have come up with two easy techniques. Now, these two easy techniques are just like the stimulant for your brain. These will remove the shackles, these will remove the chains created by these three factors. And believe me, if you can follow these two easy techniques, you can easily think in English. And when you will start thinking in English, congratulations, you will be on the right path toward your fluency. After all, the first technique will open the door. How? It will open the door. Here, the door will be opened because the first technique will not leave any option in the picture than to think in English. What is the first technique? The first technique, my dear audience, it is stop translation. It is stop translation. Now your brain is accustomed to, your educational system only gives you that the only to learn a foreign language is through translation. You are quite habitual. You are quite accustomed to this translation. How can you force? I have done a video. You can think 24 hours in English language. Now, how can you do this? Initially, it would be very difficult for you to shut this door of translation because translation is the stumbling block. It creates hurdles in your way towards your fluency. Translation means that you are first translating your thoughts from your native language into English. Meanwhile, all the interest of conversation is gone. You are not paying attention to what is going around your surrounding, what is the other person is saying. This is the harmful effect of translation because your brain says that this is the effective way. Your brain says that this is the only way taught you by your education, by your surrounding. So don't leave this, but you have to leave this path. How can you do this? Now initially you have to declare only 1 hour. Now only 1 hour. You have to declare any hour out of 24 hours that this hour, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock, in the morning, in the night, or at night, or in the evening. It's up to you. Whether you are choosing the hour of morning, whether you are choosing evening hour, whether you are choosing night hour, it's up to you. First declare 1 hour that it's my thinking hour in English. There is no room for translation. I will not allow myself, I will not allow my brain to translate. Initially, for 4 weeks consecutively, you have to follow 1 hour technique to drive your brain, to force your brain towards thinking in English. After 1 week, you can extend it to 2 hours. Now you can think about the objects surrounding you, about the events surrounding you. You can even create out of this one pen a huge story, from the structure, from the color combination, from the functions to the universality. Each and everything can be written or can be spoken through this only pen. First of all, we say that this is a whiteboard marker. It is used to write on the whiteboard. Its color, its cap is, or its lid is of black color, but its main body is of white color. Now, it's the major tool to teach anyone. And it is the power of pen that you can educate the whole world. You can enlighten the whole world. You can convey your thoughts in a more flexible, in the more convincing manner through the pen. Now you are not leaving any other option than to think in English. 1 week, 1 hour. Second week, 2 hours. Third week, 3 hours. Fourth week, you have to dedicate 1 day of your own choice, that it will be the day of my thinking in English. It can be Sunday, it can be Monday, it can be Tuesday, it can be Wednesday, it can be Thursday, any day of your own choice. So first technique is just opening the way, just setting your brain free from the shackles. The second technique, the most important technique, is to feed your brain. Now feeding is also important. Input is also important. Now the second technique is immersion technique. Immersion. Now what is meant by immersion? Immersion means to get absorbed in something. Just like the sponge, you have to extract everything. Now how can you do this? Whether you are reading something, whether you are going where something, carry a novel, a book, a magazine, a newspaper of your own choice. If you are listening something, convert your mode from native language to English language. If you are watching something for recreation, for your own enjoyment, convert it into English. Watch an English movie. Absorb the culture also. This is very important thing. You don't only have to absorb the alphabets, because alphabetical order will not make you fluent. Rather, absorption of culture, norms, traditions, each and everything, even the slangs of others can be absorbed through the media, through movies, through dramas, because dramas and movies are full of English content, and it's the natural way to absorb language. It's the natural way to create English environment. Now if you are listening podcast, my suggestion is that you have to listen with your eyes closed. When your eyes are closed, you are paying close attention and your ears are also attentive. Your auditory sense is more active than the other senses. If your auditory sense is active, it means you are listening actively, consciously, deliberately. You are paying attention to the new words, the new vocabulary words, and you will try to extract, you will try to comprehend, you will try to understand the meanings of the words through the context which is written there, which you are listening. It is the benefit. You are absorbing the sentence patterns, frameworks, vocabulary words according to the right context. And you don't have to do an extra effort to learn the grammar because grammar is the byproduct. You can easily absorb grammar if you are just receiving the knowledge in that direct and easy way. So by stop translation, by immersion, you can easily divert the attention of your brain towards a new door. Now you just have to open the door. Then there will be a wide path, there will be a diverse path full of resources of English language. First you have to do your effort, first you have to do your struggle. Then you will see the magical results when you will speak English fluently. So if you like the concept, comment me in comment section that how you can stop yourself, how you can stop your self translation, and which is your favorite mode of immersion, which is your favorite. Either it is movie, recreational video, humorous video, a podcast, a motivational video, a web series, a YouTube videos, which is your favorite one. This is your assignment. And till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.